Today we're going to talk about our experiment that we're doing in relationship to the story of Jesus feeding the thousands and thousands of people. Now, and this one, the story always amazes me because Jesus multiplied this food. So there was a kid at a lunch and he multiplied. Imagine you had a couple of slices of leftover pizza that you were going to have for lunch, and all your buddies came by. In fact, not just all your buddies, but your whole school came by, and out of a few slices of pizza, not only did you feed everybody, but you had boxes and boxes and boxes left over. Because that's what happened in the miracle. So what we wanted to do today was kind of talk about something that also multiplies in science. Now, in your pouch, you've got some sodium polyacrylate, and it's a polymer. And polymer is a fancy science word that really just means that you take a whole bunch of something together and you string them together like Legos. So if you've ever taken Legos and put them together and had them attach, and you can make longer and longer structures that can do different things, polymers are the same way. The only difference is instead of being made out of plastic Legos, they're made out of chemicals. So I want you to pour your powder into your blue cup. And this particular powder is called sodium polyacrylate. And again, big fancy science word. But the cool thing about this is it absorbs lots and lots of water. It can absorb hundreds to thousands of times its own water. So it can multiply by absorbing water. And the brand name we have here is called Instant Snow. And you're going to see why in a moment. But this stuff was invented for a really practical reason. And as parents, we all know what that practical reason was. We needed something that didn't take up a lot of space and didn't weigh a lot, but would absorb an awful lot of water. That's right, diapers. This stuff was invented so that people could make Pampers. So, fill your water up to the half line on your cup mark, on the blue line on your clear cup, and then pour it in. And what you're going to see is that it's going to expand and it's going to absorb all that water. And it's going to turn into what looks like snow. And in fact, you can stick your finger in it and feel it. It'll feel a little bit cold. That's because this reaction is endothermic, so it absorbs heat from its surroundings. Now you can pour your snow out. Now, I'm doing this on a table outside, so if it rains, it can go away. But you should pour this out on a tray. And you can see that that little bit of powder has multiplied to many times its own size. And you can feel it. It feels cold, and it even looks like snow. And in fact, a lot of times in the movies, they use this stuff for fake snow. But you can kind of crumple it together. It doesn't make a very good snowball, but as you can see, we've multiplied it together. And you can just imagine we had just a little bit of that powder and it absorbed a cup of water. A half cup of water. And so this is how a diaper works, and it gets us to think about the miracle that Jesus did multiplying the food. Plus, it's kind of cool to get to play with snow in the summertime. So, I hope you enjoyed playing with your sodium polyacrylate snow, and that it helps you to remember the miracle of multiplying the food.